Right, so our topic for the day is crystal grids for facial specifically. Um, and the reason this is difficult to me is because people will assign things names and you'll find like two different names for the same colored stone or the same looking stone, and it makes it a little bit complicated. But I've chosen to use, like when I describe the stones, either the jasper or the agate description. And sometimes they don't necessarily have a name. You can only describe them by the colors that they contain. And they're generally like stripes or like swoops of color throughout. And all the stones in that category generally are ones that you can't wash with water, um, which means that we can't use them on the skin, or they're just not like they're not good for carving into nice smooth shapes, which we would use for like gua sha or something. But they might be nice to use in a grid, maybe not directly on the face, because your grid in some ways is going to have to extend around the guest. So here we have, this is actually tanzanite in this picture, which I'm obsessed, and now I need some because it's pretty cool looking. There's a lot about sacred geometry in the sound healing information that I was finding. And that's because when they choose different frequencies to treat people with, they're basing it off of mathematical theories that were created based on these shapes that were naturally seen in the environment. Whereas the flower of life here has more circles. I think this one has like 19 circles and this one has 7. And these two are seen as like the the images of creation, like symbolizing creation and um, how we're all interconnected with divinity and so on and so forth. Like if you don't know all of this, then do what feels right because your intuition is really powerful. And uh, after learning more about this, and I look back and see things that I have done or stones that I have used, I'm like, oh, that makes total sense. So, right in the center of that circle. And then because we're not necessarily going out from the circle, you have the desire and the waste stones kind of stacked along the circle. And you could use less in this, but you can place that focus stone right in the center here, which may be a very powerful third eye situation too, like use an amethyst maybe. So I may do like a smoky quartz here and then use like a citrine or something along the way.